The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on, everybody out there? Welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, it's your boy, Ruben, in the house. And of course, always beside me, my man, my mellow AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Ah, man, things are beautiful. Things are beautiful, man. Yeah, it was warm as hell out there today, man.
I felt that through the window. I didn't go outside because I'm allergic to outside. Ain't nothing out there for a black man.
I'm allergic to outside.
Hey, I get the hives and everything, man.
I mean,
Bro, I got off
shit.
Friday. No, I got off Thursday night because I was off the weekend.
Yeah.
I have not been outside past the dumpster in 3 days. I am proud of myself, sir.
The fact that you went to the dumpster is actually impressive. That means you had no choice.
I did because I did some salmon and the wife doesn't like the fish to start with, so I got to get rid of that skin, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's got to go.
It does. It does.
Ah, man. Nah, I mean, last week I was off, of course. So
Yes.
tomorrow I go back to the day-to-day. And the feet are doing better, but
How
they
would
ain't
you
healing.
find better?
I mean, they ain't healing fast enough, but they're healing.
As
You
long as
know,
they're healing.
I mean, I really need to sit in a bed for a week, but my life ain't that cool where I could do that. So we just got to take this little day by little day. But today, man, I couldn't take it anymore, man. I
What happened?
couldn't take it. I went and cut grass, bro.
With your feet the way they are?
I mean,
You couldn't pay somebody for one time? You couldn't pay somebody?
who am I gonna pay?
I mean, don't they have people like in like marketplace or something?
I mean, I could have paid somebody $60 to cut my front yard.
Right.
No, never that.
Okay. Is it worth it for you to try to deal with that in your feet, or is it worth it for you to pay somebody so you get the extra rest? That's all I'm saying.
So here's the fun thing about that. And this is the part where I rationalize my money. And you're right. Do it exactly, Moco Cowboy. Pay someone in this economy, damn straight. But
Here
I'll
we
say
go.
this.
Wait. Before we even go any further, Moco Cowboy, listen. Sometimes you can't afford not to pay somebody.
Shit.
Okay. Keep living. Okay.
I mean, look, man, you're right. I could have paid some little kid to mess up my yard, or I can mess up myself. But nah, man, I need to get out the house.
Don't you got a deck in your backyard?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. Well, don't you got a lawn chair and some concrete?
No, I don't.
Well, the lawn chair on the curb.
I don't got no lawn chair, man. I
You
don't
got
stay
no lawn chair?
outside. What I stay outside for?
Because apparently you like outside. I'm
No,
allergic.
no, no. I'm allergic to that shit. This
Oh,
is
so
shit
you
that-
laughing at me, but you're allergic too. Really?
Oh, you bet, man. I'm allergic to doing work
Okay, that's where we're different.
outside.
I don't
So-
mind doing work outside.
Yeah, fuck that. So it's usually like a half hour, 45 minutes. Man, I went out there. I did a little bit. Bro, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack up in that bitch.
Why?
I haven't been moving for like 3 weeks. Like moving.
Like to the level like you felt. Oh, come on, man. I mean,
Bruh.
you got your exercise bike and stuff. Come on.
So, but I mean, I've been with the feet thing. I really
Yeah,
haven't
that's
been on
true.
the bike,
Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
and it was 85 degrees outside. So I'm out there with, I got my shorts on, but underneath that, I got the compression pants on because I'm trying to get the body somewhat right. and then I got a t-shirt on, and then I got my hoodie with no sleeves on. I was like, bruh, I
So
came
you
out
out here
that hoodie,
checking it?
bruh. I came out that hoodie real quick,
I was gonna say it was like 80 to 82 degrees today, man. Come on, man. What you doing with a hoodie on?
man. I made like 5 turns, left, right. Bro, I had to stop. I went in the house for a half hour because I was just like, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack out in this bitch.
Okay. What were you thinking to start with? You out there, it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Actually, it's not, sir.
I
It's
won't
like,
think.
oh, it's a little hot out here. Let me take this sweatshirt off.
Look, I mean, but it has no sleeves, so
I don't care
it is.
what it is.
But still,
It's
so
a
I went in the house.
sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt, Ruben.
Look, man, just because it says 85 on my phone, that don't mean there's 85 on my phone.
So you now the phone line.
I mean, the phone lie a lot.
It doesn't really, Ruben.
Nah, man, it says it's sunny. I walk out, it's raining. I mean, the motherfucker lie. So, but here's the thing, right? So I get out there, and I'm about to have a heart attack. I'm feeling like I'm out of breath. I'm just like, damn, I know I'm fat, but Jesus, I started to question my athletic ability. And I was like, so I went and sat down, came in the house, turned the heat off. Once again, I looked at my phone, said 85 degrees. I didn't think about turning the heat off, but I came in, turned the heat off, and I sat on the couch, man, for like a half hour. Then I went out there, cut half of it in the front, sat down for a little bit outside. I was like, I'm old as shit. And I went and finished the rest of it, took it to the back. I was like, I ain't cutting this back. The back looked like a damn jungle. I'm about to swing on some some weeds back there. It is bad. But bruh.
So we going with age for this. Is that what we're doing?
Nah, we going with Ruben need to get his feet straight so I can start working the fuck out.
No, wait. You realize that you can do things without your feet on the ground.
Yeah, but cutting grass ain't one of them.
That's true. That's why you should have paid someone.
Nah, I'm not about that life. I'm just not, man. I'm not about something. I mean, look, man, here's the thing. When the grand scheme of things, it's not like I'm pushing them more. It's an automatic move. I just got to walk behind it. And basically, my lazy ass couldn't walk behind it for like 30 minutes. So, I mean, I would chalk that up to it's real hot out here. And Ruben forgot that he was real lazy. So, I mean, I earned that. And I ain't cut the grass in like 3 weeks, man.
You haven't cut the grass in 3 weeks. The season started like 4 weeks ago.
I know. I cut it the first week, and the shit was long then. This time, I mean, I thought I was gonna find a little dinosaur up in that bitch. Like, yeah, it was bad.
I cannot tell you how bad you need a girlfriend.
I mean, bro, I need
because a girlfriend would never let you go 3 weeks without cutting the grass.
But
and she wouldn't have let you go out there with them shoes that jacked your feet up neither.
No, I put on the other shoes.
No, I mean, I'm saying with the shoes that jacked up your feet on that.
Oh, yeah.
She'd never let you leave the house like that.
I mean, hey, look, man. I was looking fly that day. I just didn't bring my other shoes.
What did it cost you, sir? What did it cost you?
It cost me so far a month.
Exactly. No self-respecting girlfriend would have let you leave the house like that.
Well, true. My hope is a self-respecting girlfriend would have went with me, and she'd have been like, baby, you can't do all this walking.
She'd never let you out of the house. She'd never let you leave the house.
I wouldn't be mad at that. What's up, girl? But still,
I like the what's up, girl.
Hey, I do it.
Man, my wife's got a nice butt too, man. I like the what's up, girl.
Why are you telling me about your wife, man? I don't know.
You've seen her butt. That. Just stop. You've seen it, man. Just
stop. Actually, I don't remember the last time I've seen your wife.
Well, when you did see her, you looked. I know you looked. I didn't. Everybody looked. It's fine.
I don't look.
I'm just playing.
No, I'm so serious, man. I don't look.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I love giving you a hard time.
I'm just being real. I don't look, man. Because
it's okay.
Because the way I see it, man, friends and family who have married people, those are called off limits, and I just don't do that. That's just
okay.
Yeah, like if you every time you ask me about your wife and how good she looked, I just shake my head and say nothing because it's not. As far as I'm concerned, that's none of my damn business. So
Ruben, the idea that she's attractive has nothing to do with you being in my business. This is just a fact of life.
yeah, but I just don't do that, man. I just
so,
don't.
okay. So when you get your girlfriend and she fine and everything, what do you want me to say? No, I'm just whatever.
No, it's a personal choice.
Okay.
I mean, I expect people
Because
like
I would
don't
think
get
that I
twisted.
could compliment you on your new girlfriend and hey man, she's really pretty. You think it'll be, whatever.
I mean, don't get it twisted, man. Like, I want everybody. My hope is once I get this young lady, she is fine enough for me to show around to everybody.
I'm sure she will be.
I mean, I'm sure she will be too. Because if not, I'm just saying.
Oh man,
Well, look, and I say it's fine to me. Let me express that.
No, Ruben. This is the thing. See, we're not doing this, man. Check it out. There are women that aren't attractive, sir. There are, and there are women that are
Not
attractive, and they
attractive.
live a whole nother life than ugly women. And it's okay. It's okay. No, because I'm tired of tiptoe around this. If you come to me and you say, do I look fat in this dress? And you're Oprah, you look fat in this dress. If you come to me and you're Twiggy and you say, do I look fat in this dress? No, you too skinny. You need a new dress. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. My wife lives a life that she doesn't even understand what kind of life she lives because she's been like fine all her life. So there's some things that happen to her that don't happen to ugly chicks. And it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. She's over there right now talking about it's not true. Yeah, it's true. She goes places and things happen to her that can't happen to an ugly girl.
That's true. That's very true. Probably.
Exactly. They people that are that attractive, especially if you're a woman, because see, money doesn't really come into play. It's like y'all live a life that other people don't live. They just don't. And I don't care what type of life you're talking about. If you're bar hopping or you live in that life, you go to the club and you live a life that like you ain't outside. You ain't standing online. Yeah. You're inside, but you don't know any better because all your pretty friends are there. I'm just saying. And it's not, am I being general? Not really. Not really. It's a fact of life. My wife is one of those people. Now, is she like an egomaniac? No, she doesn't. Man, she wants nothing to do with it. However, life happens to her.
Hey, I mean,
just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with it.
I mean, you think Halle Berry runs around with the same life as like Quanisha? No.
Yeah, but she can't find a way to keep a man. It's interesting. Let's see here.
Wives and girlfriends, you can compliment your boy once, but say something like why she with
yeah.
But say something like why she with you.
Yeah, bro.
Touche. Like, that's amazing. I like that. You gotta like that.
Hey, no,
because that's the way to saying your wife or your girlfriend is beautiful without saying your wife is beautiful. Because what are you doing with this guy?
I mean, like, first of all, like, yeah, that's very true. And then second of all, it's like, why are you asking if she with me?
Hey man, we all know whoever you get, you're punching above your weight. I'm just saying.
Oh, you best, man. I've been punching above my weight my whole life.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Bro.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not like ugly or nothing.
I'm not saying that you are.
I didn't say you were. But as far as like with women, yeah, I mean,
bro.
I feel like
the woman that's coming for you, I'll be like, I'm so glad you're here. You're definitely out of his league. I'm so glad though.
Well, I feel
thank you for being gracious enough to marry down.
Well, I feel exactly right.
Because I know my wife did.
I mean, that's the way I feel about it, man. Like, once again, I'm not sitting here saying that I look like, I look like old cheese or some shit. But like, hey, man, yeah. But
I wouldn't say that either. I mean,
I'm just saying, for my whole life, I've always been punching up, and hey, I guess that's what it is, bro. And
I guess,
and I would say, a lot of normal men probably punch up.
No, not really. I think sometimes we're programmed to say it because I've seen some guys that say, they're punching above their weight, and I'm looking like, bro, you're not.
Nah,
the only reason
if you got a pack, you ain't punching above your weight, bitch.
What's a pack?
Like a 6-pack, a 2-pack, a 3-pack. Like you got abs that, like if you can take your shirt off and chicks stare at you, like you're not punching above your weight.
Well, maybe,
Ever.
but I'm just saying, man, dad bod or not, sometimes sometimes men say, because women don't spend a lot of time in the heat, I really got lucky, part of town. And they don't
Now,
really hang out in that neighborhood.
now,
So I'm just letting you know, every woman thinks that her husband's punches above his weight. Bottom line is it ain't true. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to what I said before to make all the math work. There's pretty women, then there's not pretty women. And yeah, I judge you. I'm just telling you out loud what the hell I'm thinking. Because before I was married, even now, it's just like I look at a girl's like, yeah, good luck.
oh, Jesus.
And the only reason that you're gonna get any is because you got the lady bits. That's all.
Oh my God. Wow.
I mean, wait till Black Morticia Adams get on here. She'll let you know.
I mean,
I'm
look,
telling you, man. It's just like I tell everybody that's like, especially guys that are younger than me, and I work with a lot of guys that are half my age, and it's like, bro, don't let life fool you. If you like what you like, go get it. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. If you like fat chicks, get one.
so real quick, Brent, nah, bruh. That's why I like to call the 5%ers.
No, but what
5%ers.
he's saying is all of them think that they're amazing. They're not.
Now, I disagree with that statement. I think a lot of them, I think some of them think they're amazing and they're the loudest.
You know what? Yeah, the empty can with the one hard bean in it, that they
Yeah.
get the most attention. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Those are the 5%ers because I feel like there is the 1%ers, the 5%ers, the 10%ers, and then everybody else.
That's
Like,
true.
because really, the finest woman is usually the woman who ain't saying shit. She just
True.
fine to be fine, and she's like, I don't think I'm that fine. And it's like, baby, come on now. Like, what are we doing here?
Well,
Like, I appreciate your fake humility for me, but we know you finer than a $2 steak. Like, let's be real.
well, dude, that's not a really high bar. You might want to say something else. You're
I
finer
mean,
than a $2 steak. A $2 steak is at the dollar. Come on, really?
really?
Didn't
I
you
thought they're
tell
a
us
dollar.
like about 4 years ago that they had meat at the
Well, they do. It's
Dollar
weird.
General, and it looks like it's meat from the Dollar General? And then you come around and say you find us a $2 steak.
Well,
Come on,
that
bro.
see, that is also. The problem is I use a wrestling metaphor with that, and it maybe didn't connect very well.
Yeah, you
So
probably
I'll
need to have
take
something
that.
more general.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that heat. You know.
Oh my God, some of the things you
But
say.
yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate the fact that with everybody I dated, I've always punched up. Like they're always steps above me. I mean, you can have your own opinion on that.
I sure can.
Yep. But we're not here to talk about that.
I'm gonna pull a Reuben and just pearl clutch in private. I'm
I
not saying
mean,
a thing.
hey,
Not saying a thing.
hey, man, I get it.
Yeah.
Everything's not perfect.
Well, I just do want to shout my wife out. She was getting up to go to work Friday.
She worked now?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
what'd she do?
she's just, like 4 hours a day at the she's a teacher's aide.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I didn't
she
know.
was
I
going,
thought she had stopped that for a little bit.
she did.
Oh,
She
okay.
did. But they offered her the right hours and the right money, and okay. Hey man.
She's sick of being in the damn house.
No. But it's been a challenge, and she's done really well. I think of
Good.
it's a struggle because anybody who has been a cancer patient already knows you spend a lot of time after the fact, a couple years or so, trying to make yourself whole. So she's done really well.
Good.
And I'm proud of her for that. She's getting it done. I mean, it's a struggle, but she's getting it done. But my point is, she thinks I'm asleep a lot of times, so she's sneaking around, trying not to wake me up, which it doesn't matter. I'm going to wake up anyway. And so sometimes, I open my eyes and she's doing her thing or whatever. I caught a glimpse of that. I was like,
Mm.
I'm married to her porn channel. Hey
Oh,
man,
Jesus Christ.
you dial up some porn on your phone. It is like, ooh, look at that. Well, I mean, I live with that, so it's like, ooh, MILF. Yeah, I kind of live with that, so it's kind of cool.
Hey, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that for you, sir.
Woo.
I can only hope to grow up one day to be similar to what you are.
You can, sir. This is America. You
Yep.
can.
I can try.
No, there is no try.
There's can.
Do or not do. There is no try.
So what you got for us today, sir?
Hey, man. Yeah, I got something for you today, and I am going to go ahead and play what I have because I want to lead into this. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And actually, it's also a serious thing, too. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip, and then I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
Hey fam, I'm finna get ready to make a bologna sandwich. You want one?
A what?
Oh shit! A bologna sandwich.
What the fuck is a bologna sandwich? So you mean to tell me you ain't never had a bologna sandwich? And you black? On my stepdad, I've never had a fucking bologna sandwich.
Oh, my
Fam,
stepdad.
stop playing with me, fam. I have no reason to lie. Like, I'm not playing. What? Give it here. Give you what? Give it here. Oh man, not my black card. Man, fuck, man. Will I ever get it back?
I'll think about it.
Okay. Look, y'all. I for many reasons. I mean, I want to go on record and saying it's some old foolishness. But for many reasons, I lost my black card when I was like 15. I ain't appreciate it. Oh, what's up, Black Morticia Adams? I ain't appreciate it. But you know what? I understood from someone else's perspective why you lose your black card. You can't run around and know all the Bon Jovi songs, all the Motley Crue songs, and have a car full of golf clubs and drums and guitars, and all your friends are. I mean, most of my friends were white, and I totally get why that I lost my black card. I ain't want it back. It was like whatever. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna sit in the back of the bus with y'all, so it kind of didn't matter. It's like whatever. But some of this stuff I see nowadays on how you can lose your black card, I think some of these rules is getting to be a little petty. Now, am I surprised that this man didn't know what a bologna sandwich was? A little bit. But I'm still trying to figure out how not knowing what a bologna sandwich is has anything to do with how black you are. Now, again, I understand my particular situation, but I think situations like this are entirely unfair. I mean, come on, Ruben. A bologna sandwich. He didn't say anything about it being fried. He didn't say anything about it being cut 4 ways so it stays flat in the pan. He didn't say nothing about a fried egg being on top with the cheese. He didn't say nothing about that. He just said a bologna sandwich. And actually, if I were to argue this case in court, which I am litigating, if you say I'm gonna get a bologna sandwich and it's just white bread and bologna and mustard, that's kind of a white thing. Look at your face. I know for a fact because the best bologna sandwiches I ever had were with my white friend Dave. We would be playing, we play the band together. So it's like we would kind of do things at his house, rehearse at his house, or whatever it is. And he's like, hey man, you want a bologna sandwich? Sure thing. Wonder bread, bologna, mustard, all day. American cheese, which is not real cheese, all day. So
not the government cheese.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation. Actually, if you had government cheese, you should never lose your black card, ever. But anyway, so again, I feel like that if I had my best bologna sandwiches at a white dude's house, how can you lose your black card if you don't know what a bologna sandwich is? Again, for me, it's like 4 corners cut, flat, burnt, egg, cheese, toast. Okay. But then, like, I'll question it again. I mentioned that to my wife, and she is super white. She had the same sandwich when she was a kid. So can you really lose your black card for something petty like that? Now, we can talk about something for real like Kanye, or we can talk about something for real like Candace Owens. Or we can talk about some of these special black people that just are all the rage on Fox News out there, like, you know, what's the Moby say? Cooning. We can talk about stuff like that. We can talk about people like me. But some of this stuff was petty, man. It got under my skin. I saw this on Instagram. I said, I'm going to record this. I'm going to put it on a show. This is not cool. It's not cool that you can lose your black card for virtually anything. So now what you really telling me is if you ain't never been on WIC in the ghetto and your mom and you got 5 siblings that are all your half siblings, then you can't keep your black card. That's what you're telling me. Because the idea that this dude did not know what a bologna sandwich was, a little far-fetched, but okay. He lost his black card? No. Black people need to stop being petty. Understand that you can say what you want to say. I'm gonna be in the back of the bus with you. My interest rate gonna be higher with you. They're gonna try to red line me with you. That rope fit around my neck just like yours. Stop being petty. That's all I got, man. A little upset. Stop being petty.
So, if not knowing what a bologna sandwich is can take your black card,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know what the shit was, but bologna sandwiches are nasty.
Okay, well, that's not the point.
I understand, but hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
So because I didn't eat bologna, does that mean my black card gets taken? Because see, here's the thing with that. Like, I'm gonna be real. When I was around, and I think I've mentioned this before, man, 9 and 10, and I started to really educate myself on shit. You know, I started doing this shit called reading. And I would read labels. I went through a period of time where I would read labels. And so, like, what my mom used to do, like, I can explain what my mom used to do. Like, what she would do is help people who receive welfare or WIC or whatever spend their money properly to make their money go longer. You know, instead of buying Kellogg's Raisin Bran, you buy Food Lion Raisin Bran. Same shit. Like, instead of buying Twinkies, you buy some other shit that looked like Twinkies, but it was like the Food Line version. That sort of shit. So, like I said, 8 or 9, I started reading the labels. Bruh. When I couldn't say what was in food,
That's right.
I stopped eating that shit, bro. Like, we've talked about Vienna sausage and potted meat.
Oh, my mom's favorite, bro.
Bruh, I started reading that shit. I will not eat that. Well, I guess you're not going to eat none today. I guess I'm starving. I'm fat. I got some weight. What's up? You know? And I was pretty strong on that, man. And like, yo, man. And like, I found out what went in the bologna, man.
Oh, it's awful.
I stopped eating that shit. It's just all the leftover pieces of shit.
Yeah, you know.
It don't matter what animal it is. If it was live and they had some leftover shit, they made bologna out of it. Oh, hell no.
Come on, man.
Like, here's the thing, right? I took it even further. As I got older, it wasn't me like, man, yeah, Moco Cowboy.
Exactly.
I don't eat hot dogs either. I don't eat hot dogs either.
Wait a
Fuck
minute.
all that.
But bologna is just a wide hot dog. That is classic.
And I don't eat hot dogs for the same goddamn reason.
Oh man, hot dogs are awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And like, so real talk, man. I'm gonna hit you on some shit. Now, most women know this, but they don't give a fuck. I kind of give a fuck. Like, there's a reason that I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. Do you know what lipstick is made out of?
A whole bunch of nasty stuff. Absolutely.
The same shit they make bologna out of.
Yeah. I thought it was something like that. Yeah.
And I mean, look, man, I will say this. There was a time in my life, man, where I was a fan of lip gloss. Same shit, but the shit didn't get everywhere. You know, you ain't got motherfucking look like somebody been kissing your face all day and stuff. Bruh, nah, man. Like I am such like I don't like makeup and shit like that. Like I get it. There are women who wear it. There's some women who need to wear it, but there are women who wear it, and I get it. Foundation, you do you, boo. But there are two things. One, I like to know what she gonna look like when I wake up in the morning.
Absolutely.
Because I do know some people. No names called protect the innocent.
Why do we have to protect the innocent? Because they're not innocent.
Because, man,
they bamboozled you.
Oh no, I ain't talking about me. I'm just saying some of my friends, man. Some of my friends are married to some women who used to put makeup on at nighttime.
Hey.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hey man, sometimes things are necessary. That's what
but see, I can't live like that. What if I gotta get up and take a piss? And I look over, who the hell am I in the bed with? I was like, I didn't get drunk last night. What the hell? Like, nah, man. I can't do it.
I mean, I hear where you're coming from though.
But yeah, man, like I love the natural type of woman.
Yes, Nikki, so, 424. He did say need to. I agree.
Need to what?
Makeup.
Some do need to.
Especially when they don't even look like themselves without it.
Bruh,
yeah, like, just don't wear it.
I mean, look, man. And you got dudes around here wearing makeup too. And that's on them. That ain't me. That's on them. But yes, like, yeah, man, like, I can't, man, because that shit's made out of a whole lot of shit I don't like to eat. So the last thing I want is that shit all over me. And I know it sounds real fucked up. I know it sounds real fucked
Why?
up.
Why?
Because, man, most women feel like I'm attacking their character right now.
It's not character. No, man, you can't. No, see, we talked about this 20 minutes ago.
But all I'm saying is, I'm not a dude who likes a lot of makeup.
Okay. I'm just saying, look, man, I'm with you.
And I got a healthy fear of clowns. So like, there's a whole situation.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I woke up next to my wife for the first time, I already knew.
Well,
but for real, she's been flying since we were kids, man. So I'm like, I already knew.
Yeah, but if she wore makeup to bed and you woke up and that shit fell off, you're like, who the fuck is this? You probably wouldn't be married to her.
No.
Exactly.
You've been bamboozled. Run them up. Plymouth Rock didn't
so I'm saying, man.
You landed on Plymouth Rock.
So look, man, all I'm saying is, ladies out here, you know what? Hey, I get it. You feel like society has forced you to wear makeup. I just need you to make sure that you know what's in your makeup. And some of that shit is nasty. Oh, shit.
Oh, man, she brought that up again. I never forgive myself.
Great shit ever.
Black Morticia Addams, that was the greatest thing you could have ever done for this show. I promise you, it was hilarious.
But I'll say this. I'll end it on this. Nah, man, bologna shit's nasty. Hot dogs are fucking nasty. Like, yeah. Like, I eat a lot of horrible shit. But at least I know what's in that horrible shit. But bologna, I don't know what's in that horrible shit because they don't know what's in that horrible shit. So, like, I got lines, man. I draw lines.
You draw
And
lines.
and I'm gonna leave it there. I draw lines, man. I'll eat chicken all day, all that shit. I even eat some shit from McDonald's that look questionable. And maybe I don't know where that chicken nugget, what part of the white meat that chicken nugget came from.
You don't want to know.
But I know it's in fucking bologna, and that shit's worse.
But you're willing to give chicken nuggets a pass.
Oh. I know it came from a chicken, and I know it's not feet. So, like, I can work with that. But yeah, you don't know what's in that fucking bologna. You just don't know. And the fact that I don't know, hey, if that means I got to eat bologna to have my black card, here you go. I'll give that shit up. I gave that shit up when I was like 10. Because I haven't touched, but I'll never forget. You want some bologna? No. You know what's in that? And she was like, I didn't ask you what was in it. I asked what you also. No, I'm good. I'll take this 2 pieces of bread and some syrup. I'm good. Stop playing. I'll make me a syrup sandwich all day, baby. That's why I'm fat. So, like, and see, Mocha Cowboy, you're right. Peeps are not hot dogs. I don't really fuck with Peeps anymore either.
You don't?
I really don't. I've been eating a Peep.
Even for Easter? I thought you had some for Easter. No?
Nah. I've had a Peep in a couple of years.
Okay.
But that don't mean I ain't like talking about it, because that shit's crazy. Like, you know, when they just started coming up with like hot sauce Peeps, there's a line, man. There's a line. But like, yeah, man, I don't really eat marshmallow shit, because marshmallow, once again, ain't nothing but grounded up beef bones and shit. That shit's nasty. Like,
hey, man,
I can't. Like, I just really can't.
See, you've taken this conversation somewhere else, sir.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know where I stand on it. See, like Black Virginia Allen said, Ruby said he's standing on business about that bologna. Damn straight.
But then she said she ain't gonna give up no hot dogs, though.
I mean, she talking about me. Like,
oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah,
because I just read her comment about the hot dogs.
there. That was Mocha Cowboy. But there is some shit that I've banned from my life forever.
And hot dogs and bologna is one of them or two of them.
Bologna
And cheese.
most hot dogs. If it's not all beef,
What's the difference?
I mean, well, no.
You know
like,
what? You have to ask what the definition of all beef means. It doesn't have to mean 100%.
Exactly. But I know, but that's the whole thing. I know it ain't chicken, pork, and all the other bullshit. At least it came from one goddamn animal. So, like, and that's every like wherewithal. That's not. I feel like a beef dog today. No, that's shit that's never comes out of my mouth. That, like, so, you know, bologna, fucking potted meat never will grace my mouth ever again. Vienna sausages will never grace my mouth. I will starve before I eat that shit.
Man, I know my mom's dead, but she's a little hurt right now, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. Your mama and my daddy grew up in the same house, man. I'm pretty sure there's some Vienna sausage in my parents' house somewhere.
Oh, don't forget the potted meat, man.
That's just nasty. I saw potted meat in the house one day, man. I just looked at it and just shook my head. I ain't say nothing. I just closed the damn thing, man. I was like,
well, Nikki D 424 is like, does it really matter? We're all living to die.
But that
there's something to be said for that, man.
I mean, you're right. We all living to die, but you know what? That means I don't gotta die eating shit that I don't want to eat.
Well, look, to end it all, I just feel like sometimes black people are petty with this whole black card. Now, again, I understand me in particular and someone like me. I understand some of these, you know, black conservatives out here just shucking and jiving. I understand.
That's how you lost your black card.
Huh?
When you said you like Ronald Reagan when you were young, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker here.
Man,
I thought that's when you lost it. You lost it because of goddamn baloney. I mean, I'm kind of just like,
well, I didn't lose it for baloney. I lost it. Yeah, I lost it for big things like that. And see, what I should have said was, I am conservative by nature. But I have found out things looking back on history about Ronald Reagan is just like, that dude was a straight racist. But okay.
Yeah, straight up.
Absolutely. But I didn't really realize that then. It's just like I'm looking, and then too, I wasn't really looking at life through the lens I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm looking at life like I'm an equal. I didn't realize I wasn't an equal participant in this thing called life. I grew up in the suburbs, man, and it will seduce you,
Between that and Just Say No,
bro.
you ain't have a chance.
Hey, man, it is what it is. But again, like I said, Nikki for 424. Hey, man, it is what it is.
Oh,
and
Ray
I
was a
understand.
hardcore racist, man.
I understand that, but like I said,
he was good about not showing that shit.
well, that's not even true because he kind of did.
Well, not when
He
he
wasn't really
president.
pulling punches.
Not when he was president. Before and after most.
Well, some of the policies that he put out was like, but what I'm saying is, and this is very interesting because I feel like a lot of the stuff we're talking about is habitual. And it's just like, what I mean by that is when you are used to not doing things,
Ooh.
and then 100 years go by, then you say it's white people stuff. The reason why it is because you were never allowed to do it so long. You just think white folks do that and black people don't.
True that.
It's that simple because a lot of black people can't swim. You know why we couldn't swim? Because we got tired of being relegated to the awful side of the beach, swimming in water with three-eyed fish. Swimming at a beach that was all rocks. I mean, come on, man. I mean, the seals didn't even want to hang out there.
Ooh.
So it's just like enough of that type of behavior puts you in a position where it's just like you don't even want to do it.
That's a strong statement right there.
Well, she's not wrong.
I mean, I don't know if I can go. I don't know if I can go that far.
Well, it depends on your perspective because
it depends on your perspective.
Because I tell you what, I like Clinton as a president, but really when you dig down, just scratch the surface, some of the stuff that dude did, man, like our whole jail situation.
Yeah, buddy.
Clinton did that.
Yeah.
And he sounded just like Reagan. At some point, he sounded just like Reagan, especially in his second term, when he needed to get that white vote. And he was like, we're going to double down on this Nixon-Reagan stuff, and we're going to protect our families. And then the whole jail thing came. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
And then he went on Arsenio Hall next night and played the sax.
Hey, it didn't matter. He smoothed it over. Because then, like I said, some black people, my mom included, she was just like, it won't be a problem if you stay out of trouble. But that was policy racism at that point. And it was just like, okay.
She won't wrong with that.
Policy respectability. If you stayed out of jail and did what you're supposed to do. And she wasn't wrong about that, but it's like, mama, looking back on those conversations, it's like, mama, come on. You can't put a dude in jail for 20 years for something that's like a misdemeanor. But again,
just say
I understand who my mama was and who she wanted to be and who she aspired to be. And she didn't want nothing to do with them fools, man. It's just like y'all going to jail. Y'all ain't nobody to me. I ain't got to worry about it because I'm doing what I got to do. I'm just saying. No. But again, when you look at it through a lens, when you are in the 80s and you are in the suburbs and you are black, it is hard to understand life as it really is.
You are correct, sir.
You think life is in such a way that everything is like awesome. It is not. Because I told Lauren that the other day. I was like, you remember all the dudes and between our neighborhoods, this and that, we used to play football. And she's like, yeah, I remember that. I used to watch y'all sometimes. And I was like, yeah, do you know what they call those games? She's like, what do you mean what they call the games? Well, it's a football game. Nah, it wasn't a football game.
Is that the spear?
It was a salt and pepper game.
Oh, oof.
And I didn't pay attention to it. I understood that there was, black people and white folks playing, and the black people always won. But I mean, it's just like, I didn't really understand really what that meant until I was much older.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I'm just like, hey, man, because I love the show Suits. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but it's a great show.
Oh, Suits is a great show.
And it's been gone for, I don't know, 10 years?
Suits?
No, not 10 years, about like 5 years.
Suits?
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's back on Peacock, baby.
No, I'm talking about it as it's not running anymore.
Yeah, it is. They came out with like 3 new seasons.
When was this?
Like 3-4 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. The show's over now. The season 9 was the last season because we just watched it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying it's been gone for like 5 years. But what I'm saying is I heard some stuff on that show that was like, dang, player. Y'all out here saying that? Sure, y'all here saying that. However, back then you just don't see things until you see them, and then you can't unsee them. And I'm like, bro, living in the suburbs is a detriment because you don't really understand life the way it is. And not a lot of the stuff my dad tried to tell me on, on the back end, it makes sense now. But I'm telling you, man, living in the suburbs will lull you to sleep if you don't have somebody guiding you. It just will.
So I had a very different suburbs experience. And I think a lot of that, honestly, is because I lived in Petersburg.
It
You
is.
lived in Chesapeake,
Right.
because I'm Indian River, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, and I've said this numerous times, Petersburg high school system, shout out Crimson Wave, whatever. 97% black in high school. Like, this is what it was. However, like, I don't really talk a lot about this in my childhood, but my mom got me into 4-H, which was awesome. However, during the time I didn't really I was in it, but I got in it when I was like I really became in it like 14, 15, 16, 17. Like
Right.
I was okay, let's make some moves, shit like that. And so like I would be at Petersburg High School, 97% black. I would do 4-H stuff, complete opposite.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't like because I lived in Petersburg, so it wasn't like corn and it wasn't agriculture. But for some reason, sometimes people thought I was a good leader, whatever. And so I got a lot of opportunities. And every time I would go somewhere, it'd be me and I would count the other black people. First thing I do. Leadership crew. Who are the other black people? 1, 2, and myself. Well, we instantly bonded, obviously, because we were black. But that didn't mean that we didn't, assimilate into the rest of the crowd. That's not how it worked, because we understood that we can be standoffish over here, and we can be by ourselves. But that's not what we're here to do, So I think for me, like literally, I would say I kind of lived 2 different lifestyles in high school. It was, hey, that's a dude from Petersburg. Go to Petersburg High. He ain't really athletic, but everybody knows who he is. I ain't nobody special. I speak to people. I'm nice. I don't get into fights. None of that shit. I'm moderately intelligent. But then I go to 4-H. And like, I would be the man. Like, I'm somebody important. It was kind of weird, man. That whole life was very weird, but I feel like I learned a lot doing both of it. Like to the point where my junior year, I was out of school so much. One of my teachers would be like, well, we're going to have a test next Thursday. Mr. Brown, will you be here for that test? And I'd be like, I had to think about it for a second. Yes, sir. I will be here for that test. The kids start, the class start laughing. But literally, like my junior year, I would say out of how long we in school? 8 months. 6 of those months, I was gone for like a week or so. So like it was crazy, So literally, I would go do the school thing. And then I would literally go to this whole other life that nobody in Petersburg really knew about. And then that life didn't know about my Petersburg life. It was weird. I don't know how I survived it.
I know. You made white folks comfortable. That's why they kept inviting you back.
And I would say that I wasn't raised to be anything other than a nice person.
Okay.
It's just like I mean, the family. There's not really anybody in the family who I would say would be militant or anything to that.
We look, man. All thing I'm saying is, I know you well enough to know in that situation, and I actually seen you in that situation.
Yeah.
You make white America feel comfortable. That's why they kept asking you back. If you were militant, they would have never done it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. And Nikki D, absolutely correct. Our credit scoring system was established in 1989. That affected all of us now. Absolutely. Healthcare policies, reducing taxes on wealthy, paid college, all Reagan. The whole paid college thing's a mess. And it's really ironic how the right feels about loan forgiveness, because the right is the one that made college cost a whole lot of money to start with. But anyway, I think we need to go to the question today, man, because it's a really good one.
Yeah. So I did like that conversation there. I don't know how we ended up from baloney to Reagan, but
because we made it a race thing.
We tend to do that.
Well, we didn't really make it. The nature of my thing was racial. Then yeah.
So, question of the day, and I mean, I'm really directing this towards you, AG, because like,
absolutely,
Moby's not here today, and I know that he would have had some great commentary on it.
Oh man, that would have been amazing.
And I
can answer your question. I mean,
and I'm sure the board's going to have great commentary. So I'm excited for this. So the question of the day, how important is the act of sex in a relationship? And when does it become less important in a relationship? So I was my opinion is, because of the person who I am, my love language is touch. So for me, like, it's kind of important because I feel like I can't be one without physical contact. Now, as far as sex being the all physical contact, that's a different conversation. But yeah, for me, it's important, and I can't say I've been in a relationship long enough for it to not become important to at least one party. So, but AG, you're married.
Yes.
And I'm very interested to hear your opinion. So here we go.
Well, the importance of sex, the definition of it changes over time.
Gotcha.
If I were married to, if my wife was, if I was with my wife and it was a lifelong thing, like at this point, we could have been married 30 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It would have gone from, girl, you got a nice rack, let me do something. Or, I see that booty and it's like, let me do a whole bunch of everything to that. Mm-hmm. Or whatever, but it is no love lost. But the sex is, a lot of it it starts in a place that's very physical. It's not like I'm thinking about, I want to be close to you. No, I saw you get out of the shower. I have a raging heart on. Got to do something with it. That's what it boils down to.
Okay.
I think when you are married and you start to work on goals like, you want to save some money, or you're paying your bills, or you want to get a house, or you're trying to buy a car, or this happened or that happened, whatever it is. I think that life gets in the way and you start to have to schedule sex, because see, no matter what your love language is, when the sex turns from all physical to, I just want to be close to you, it's the definition of important changed. Mm-hmm. And now it's just it becomes a very intimate thing. It's not like don't get me wrong, love my wife, but I'm not just boning her. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm making a porn video anymore. What I'm doing now is not for public consumption. Like if we made a porn video now, it'd be the boringest thing ever. I mean, no one would watch it. It'd be like maybe 100 views, and all those people are happily married. So I'm like, yeah, we'd be awful. So, and then as you get older, your body dictates a lot of things. Like you don't get. It takes a lot for you to just get some random hard on. Like I can see my wife naked now and understand that it's hot, but I don't have hard on for it. But that's not the judgment on whether I want to have sex with her or not. It's just not that way. So I think that you go through stages, but at the end of the day, God made sex for us to
Procreate.
No, that's not the only thing that sex does. It's a place where you come together and you fellowship. That's why when people that's why especially Christian people or religious people in general make all these stupid rules about sex. I'm like, what are you? Shut up. You're an idiot. Why would you say something dumb like that? It'll make our marriage better if we don't have sex for 6 months. Is somebody sick? Or did somebody get into an industrial accident?
Is that
What are
some
you
WPS?
saying to me right now?
Is that some
It's no-
WPS?
Well, no, it's not. You would be amazed.
Black people do that?
Look, man, I'm telling you right now, there are some religions out there that are pushing some stuff that's the dumbest thing ever.
Where they do that at?
I'm telling you that there's a lot of shame in sex, even if you're married. And I'm telling you right now that there are people out there that use it as a weapon. The bottom line is, if you're married, especially, sex is a tool to keep you together. It just is. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are having regular sex with your wife, especially if you're young, you are not watching a lot of porn or any porn at all with difficulty. You know what I'm saying? You ain't praying not to do that. You're not trying not to do that. When you just had the best blowjob ever, and she let you come on her breast or whatever, you're not thinking about porn. You are completely street legal at that point. So I'm like, yo,
What do you want to do? What do you want from me?
All I'm saying. So for me, sex meant certain things when I was 20. I mean, it was always about closeness, but dude, really, I was just trying to bang it out. It felt good. It was awesome. The booby shaking and all that. It was great. When I was in my 30s, it started to mean something else. I got married in my 40s, so I was kind of on the edge. I was kind of in that transition from, having a hard on when the wind blew and, not really having a hard on at all without good reason. And so at this point, I'm in my mid 50s and it's kind of like, okay, I just like being closer with my wife, and it helps me not do other things. It helps me stay focused on what I'm doing when there's no one around. It helps me stay focused on what I need to do when everybody's around. It helps me be more divested in this relationship with ease. I'm not thinking about it. It's just kind of like, that's my homie. And it is what it is. And when you can't have sex, having had that relationship matters as memories because it gave you some closeness that you can't have without it. So again, sex is here for a reason, and it's not just to have babies, and it's not an evil thing when you use it in context. But a lot of people saying some stupid stuff, man, thinking no, that's all dumb. If somebody tells you it's going to be great if we don't have sex for a week, it's dumb. It's dumb. So again, like I said, you transition from one thing to the other. So is it as important as it is in your 20s, in your 50s? Yes. Is it different? Yes. It is not the same thing. It is not the same desires. It is not the same appetites. I don't have the same appetites I did when I was 20. And even if I did, I'm not looking to do it with anybody else but this woman here. There is intimacy there. There is exclusivity there. It's a club I belong to, and I'm the only member. And that matters. So that's my complete answer. So yes, it matters. It's really important. But you have to, in my world, that is the definition of importance. And it does change and mutate over time.
And I agree with you. Like, So, like, I mean, being 50 and being single, you know, like, I feel like that it's gonna, for me, I think it's kind of important, at least at the beginning. But I'm also with, with Blackboard Church Adams. It's really the intimacy, the ability to come together as one, whether it's through sex or just hugging, or like I would probably say when I was younger, I was more of I'd probably say when I was younger, I was that dude who was just like PDA. Like, I had no issue with PDA. I just didn't, because if I'm with this nice, fine woman right here, I mean, I'm kind of like a dog. I'm marking my territory. So, like, holding hands and public, that shit never bothered me. As I got older, obviously, changed a little bit. But for me, the one thing I will say is it's the intimacy. It's like not having sex with someone isn't the death of all things. However, when you're not intimate with someone, that really lets you know where you are in your relationship. Are you together because you love each other? Are you together because of convenience? Some women are really good at faking it. Some women don't give a fuck. And that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like sex is what you make it. Now, if you just have a high motor and you Roger Rabbit and you just banging that shit out all the time, and you're with a woman who has a high motor and wants to get banged out all the time, then y'all, boom, one of the twin powers activate. Y'all in the same area. But if you're one and the other ain't, oof, there must be some love there. It better be some love there. Because there ain't no love there. It's a problem.
Well, even if it is, I still say, well, see, this is something else. I'm glad you mentioned that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I needed to. Because in that situation, if there's genuine love there and one person is into sex and the other person is not, then you have to have that other person be dedicated enough to the relationship to get it done.
And that's when conversation's supposed to happen. Like, you're supposed to be able to conversate with each other. And if you can't do that, then you got some other issues going on. Because in the grand scheme of things, communication is always going to be the one single thing that either keeps someone together or separate them, in my opinion. I did like this comment by KV Yakko. For some people, it's not important until their partner starts looking elsewhere. Then it's sacred all of a sudden. Yeah, and I'll put it out here like this. That usually happens to people who feel like they have, quote unquote, won the race. If they've won the race and they have secured the number one spot, aka, oh my God, I didn't realize I did that. AKA the person they want to be with, and then they just stop racing. Yeah, that's a problem. Because, like, I just feel like that if you decide you want to stop, or you want to be intimate only when you want to get something out of it, aka maybe you want to get your rocks off, or more importantly, maybe you want to have some kids. But then, like, you're never intimate, anything else. My question to you is, what we doing? Because I guess here's the question. Sex can be a conduit for intimacy, but there is absolutely no replacement for intimacy.
Right. They're not
in a relationship. Yeah. If you're in a relationship and you're not intimate, however you choose to be, It's not gonna work. You know, and like KBiago said, I mean, you want to have sex when you realize your partner is looking elsewhere. I mean, you should know your partner well enough to know if that's what they like, and that's how they choose to be intimate. And you decide you don't want to be intimate in that way, and y'all don't have a conversation about that. You kind of get what you get, and that's harsh, but that's what it is. Because the last time I checked, a relationship is a two-way street, and if you're not communicating, then intimacy usually finds its way out the relationship, which then turns around and ends up in divorce, or someone's forced to be in a situation that they don't want to be in. And I've heard numerous times that from some people, some of their parents or whatever, man, when that kid turns 18, I'm out this bitch. I mean, and like, why do you want to be with somebody for that? You know, so all I'm saying is that sex is one thing, but in the grand scheme of things, the true victor is the intimacy. And if you're not intimate with your partner enough, your partner will find that intimacy somewhere else. And I say partner because it's not a gender thing. It is a person thing. You know? So, anything else, AG?
No, I said what I want to say. I heard what you said. Yep,
Awesome.
you're right.
Awesome. Appreciate you on the board. What's on your mind, AG?
Well, leadership. Leadership is on my mind today. Again, I just mentioned this about an hour ago. Big Bon Jovi fan, always have been, and this new thing on Hulu that they did, their latest documentary, kind of addressed some things that I had heard about, but I didn't know too much about it. And you know, not to get into the nuts and bolts of it, but when you are a leader and you're a good one, one thing is for sure: whoever is following you will follow you anywhere for as long as you want. However, as a leader also of men and women and people, you have to understand what life is like outside of your own agenda and your own desires and appetites. And you have to understand that, you know, people are not like you. And they don't have a hope of surviving in your world because they have a world. And so the point I'm making is, if you are a leader, be aware of your surroundings and be aware of the decisions that you make, because the decisions that you make always aren't about the machine that you've built or you or both. Sometimes it's about the people who make that machine go. You need to take care of, you know, the people that help you get to where you are going. And if you don't, there will be a demise, and it won't be a demise that needed to happen. So if you're a husband, if you're a friend, if you're a boss, if you're whatever it is, if you have people that you're responsible for, that you're leading to a place, be aware of those people in particular, because they're going through stuff, trying to do things for you while balancing whatever demons are balancing and whatever life has to offer them that might be a struggle. So I implore y'all to be aware of the people who make this happen for you, because they're not just some monolith that's there for you. They're not machines. They're people. So make sure you're looking out for the people who make your life easier, that make your dreams come true. Because one day you're going to wake up, for better or worse, one day you're going to wake up by yourself when you didn't have to. So just be aware. That's what I got.
Awesome, sir. Thank you. First of all, I mean, Black Morticia Adams is funny. Here's the love, here's the honor. If you can't enter, nut on her.
Hey, I'm not mad.
She funny.
Hey, I got one of those.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Too much information.
This is what this show's about, sir.
It is. Which is scary. But nah, man, I think I'm gonna take this time. I want to shout out probably two of the best people I know. My parents. Because 51 years today,
Nice.
they decided that they want to get together and be together. 51 years.
Same person. How about that?
I mean, shit. That's awesome. These days people can't be together for 1 year.
These days, people can't be together for 51 days.
I know, right? So sad. But man, they still together. They still doing well. You know, I was at the wedding. Sort of. Hanging
Sort
out.
of. Yeah.
Hanging
Let's
out in mom's
explain that,
stuff.
sir. Let's explain that.
Yeah. I was in the belly.
I was in the belly.
I was like, just hey, I'm just here making sure this shit happen.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
That's what I was doing. I promise I'm not gonna kick, but if shit don't go right, I'm gonna let you know that ain't the move. So
I was in the belly.
yeah. So then a couple months later she popped out this guy.
Yeah.
So but nah, man. I mean, like, it's awesome. And they're still together and stuff like that. They live together and all this. And yeah, I just wanted to shout them out. I know they're not really listening because they're probably just like, man, my mom's probably like, Lamont cussed too much for me.
I was wondering when I surely thought about that.
And dad's probably like, I don't care. Whatever. So, but hey, but you know what? Shout out to mom. She ain't never really brought it up for that one time she told us we don't know how to cuss, which is still the funniest
That's
conversation I've
hilarious.
ever had with her ever.
Oh my God. Like it's a skill that we need to learn.
Yeah. That is I mean, we've talked about some stuff in my 50 plus years of life. That is the funniest conversation me and her have ever had.
But my thing is Mo B's so skillful with it. I mean, what does he need to do to go? I mean, to like Aunt Shirley level.
Man,
And Aunt Shirley don't curse.
exactly. So but like I said, she lived 51 years with a dude who does. And he makes up curse words. It is awesome. We've
Wait
talked
a minute.
about that
How does
too.
he make them up?
Bruh, he put stuff together. At least when I was growing up, like he be linking shit together, and I'm just like, what? Like, I mean, because look, man, like it's one thing, and we've talked about this like early in the show, but it's like there are times I used to get cussed out, and I would just be like, I wouldn't be like mad or whatever. I'd just be like, huh? How that shit? I'm trying to figure out how that shit come together. Like,
You have to give us an example, Uncle Ruben, man. You can't just say this stuff. Just give me one combination that was like crazy.
God, man, it's so many. Like, that's a long time ago, though, man.
I know you
Like-
remember it though. Don't try. I know you
I
remember
mean-
it.
I mean,
Just one.
I think one time, I don't know exactly what it was. I just know that I stopped. I stopped crying and everything. I was just like, what?
But
Like-
what did he say?
Somehow he combined motherfucker, shit, ass, punk, bitch, or something. Like he combined like 4 of them. And I was just like I was about to get my ass beat. And before you get your ass beat, you got to do preliminary cry.
Preliminary cry.
Because you got to hope the preliminary cry might keep you from getting your ass beat. Not in my house.
I'll give you some grab out.
Damn straight. I heard that way more than I need to. Like he said something to that effect, and I was like, I literally just stopped crying. And I remember my face. Like I couldn't see my face, but I could feel like it was like, what?
Did
Like,
he beat you even
literally-
harder? Did he beat you even harder because of that?
Oh no, I mean I got my ass beat. What it was before, it was like before it happened. Like I feel like if I was in a cartoon, the big question mark would just appear above my head, man. Like, but it's like he knew what he was talking about. So who the fuck am I,
I know, right?
Like,
He knew his dad. Just get with the program.
bruh? Like, I mean, yeah, I've gotten in way more trouble than I should have, and I earned every ass whooping I get. Like I earned each one. There was not one that was like, well, you ain't deserve to get a butt with it. Nah, I
Look,
earned
hey.
each one of them motherfuckers.
Put Black Morticia Adams' last comment on there. This is hilarious.
Definitely my dad calls his nephew a sweet ass bitch motherfucker. I mean, yeah. I don't think my dad ever called me anything around sweet or nothing like that. But
Man, if my
Yo.
dad called me that, I would.
Bruh.
I don't know, man. I think I would just be weak. I mean, like, I'm so sorry.
But that's when I knew my dad was mad, right? Like when he started using curse words, it's like, because my dad, man, great guy, man. You know,
Uncle Ruben's pretty easy going. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
being
he's super
mad.
easy
What did you do, man?
bruh, I'm not gonna say I was a hellion. I will say I made some bad decisions.
That's what you said last time.
And I will stick with that. I've made some bad decisions in
We
my
talked
growth
about
in
this.
life. And
We talked
don't
about this when the show was in its infancy. You were like, I made some bad decisions.
get it twisted. It's not like I got my ass beat every night. No. I mean, but when it was time to get the ass beat, I earned that shit. Like I earned every one. Each one I earned. And you know, because like I give like once again, I've said this before. I give my parents a lot of credit. They didn't just whoop my ass because they had shit else to do. Like your boy went out and earned all those receipts. Like each trophy, I earned that shit. And like yeah. Like there's one time I will say this story. We were told there was something, I won't say what it was, and I was told not to bring it in the house. Why can't I bring it in the house? Can't bring it in the house. Okay, whatever. So my older brother and I, he convinced me, yo, we gotta take this in the house. Nah,
What did your
man.
parents just say?
Like, once again, I told
Your
you,
parents just told you, and you let Dale get you in trouble, bro.
I earned my ass whoopings, man. So he convinced me to take it in the house.
Was it that hard for him to convince you?
I mean, he was my bigger brother, man. I didn't really have choices.
You kind of did, bro. You could have said,
Nah, man, I kind of didn't. So he came up with the elaborate plan, and it was awesome. We'll hide it under our shirt, and we'll walk through, because you know, you walk out in the back door, take it to the room. Got to cross the parents. So he went first, cool in the gang. I went, shit fell out my shirt. Like I was halfway there, and one of them fell out my shirt. Man, I earned
Ruben.
that ass whooping.
Ruben, the plan was flawed. As soon as you told me, we put it under our shirts.
Exactly. But he
You
did
said
it.
the plan was awesome. The plan was not awesome.
No, it was also for him because he was able to do that. But my awkward ass, younger brother ass, clumsy ass, couldn't get the job done. So yeah, I earned that ass whooping that night, boy.
Oh
Like,
my god.
I mean,
I like what Black Morticia Adams said. Instead of saying white people shit, I'm gonna say that was some Ruben shit.
oh shit. I don't be doing that shit. But yeah, man, like once again, I love my parents. You know, and for all the beatings and shit I got, 2 things. One, I earned every one of them. Guaranteed. I'll never sit here. Yes. Yep. Kids are exactly, KB Yakko. It's funny when you grow up, you realize that kids are stupid as shit because we're dumb as fuck. We are dumb children. Children are stupid. Children are stupid. And so
we think we're smart though.
oh, we're dumb as hell. We're dumb as hell. So that's one thing. And the second thing, never, ever in life, and I've seen this happen from parents to other kids, they have never struck me in the face. Lord knows what would happen. Like, I don't know what I would do if somebody slapped me in the face. Like, I might lose it, AG.
We're well aware of that on this show, that you can do anything to you except slap you in the face.
Yeah, man. Like, I ain't saying it's a moneymaker, but if my parents don't hit me here, I'll be damned if I let another human being hit me there.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Hey, if somebody hit in the face, you might want to kill him. Just finish the job. Just finish the job.
If somebody hit me in the face, it made me go before I put my head up.
Oh man.
I mean, it's just
so bad.
Like ooh, I'm going to jail, AG. I'm going to
I remember
jail.
when you said it initially. It was the first few episodes of the show, and I was like, I didn't really take you seriously because I felt like a fight was a fight. Somebody hit you in the face, whatever.
No.
But then you were like, and then sometimes women will hit you in the face because that's what they do. Okay. And you were like, no, I don't care who you are, what gender, I don't care. It's gonna be a problem. And I was like, oh, this is serious.
I've literally never been slapped in the face. Literally. Because I make that shit clear. Like, and once again, I'm not out here beating up on people. I'm not. But like, if you know me and you're a friend of mine or you're a family member, you know this shit kick me in the nuts. I don't like that shit, but it is what it is. Anything below the neck, I might walk away and just be pissed off. Here,
all bets are off, huh?
Nah, man. I'm just gonna say I refuse to be held liable.
That's interchangeable with all bets are off.
Nah. Because all bets are off, meaning that there's a chance. This ain't no chance. Like, shit's.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
it's gonna be ugly. Oh, put what Black Morticia Adams says.
Bit in the face, bitch. What?
This is hilarious, baby. You better not hit or spit in my face. These hands are rated E for everyone when it comes to that.
Bruh.
That is hilarious, but it's true. It's true. I mean, like I said before, I mean, there are certain triggers that kind of just like go far beyond gender.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Sometimes you do stuff to people and they will go to jail. So you might want to be careful.
Yo, if you rip my shirt, all right, like you're doing too much violence to my personal being. But like, yeah, if you trying to get a rise out of me negatively, and you want to guarantee me go to jail, slap me in the face.
Guarantee.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right. The E for everyone. That's right. Damn straight.
Hilarious, man. That's good.
Once again, man,
EMA.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm an abuser because I'm not.
No, everybody knows what you mean.
But I mean,
the only thing worse than that you can do to someone with respect to disrespect is spit, like BMA said.
You might as well smack me in the face. You're gonna spit on me.
Yeah, that's
you get more mileage out of that.
Right. That's why she used it interchangeably, because it's like actually it's more respectable for you to punch someone, but to open hand slap them, that's like, ooh, I think you would just ain't nobody.
I don't think I've ever been punched in the face.
Well, I'm just saying it is a difference. It is a difference. You better be ready to fight.
Yeah. I don't remember ever in life going dark. And when I say go dark, meaning
blind rage.
I don't remember. Yeah. Blind rage. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I don't remember like 5 minutes of my life. I don't think I've ever done that.
Wake up and like something's destroyed and there's blood on the ground.
Blood on my hands. I'm in cuffs. Yeah. I've never felt cuffs, so I figure I ain't beat the shit out of somebody. So, but yeah, man, man. Shout out to them 51 years. Shout out.
Yes, sir. That's a big deal, man.
They made me who I am. But good or bad, the rest of the world. But yeah, love them to death. Love them to death. Shout out to the folks. But hey, man, another awesome episode. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. 5-minute warning. You know we come to you every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll leave when we damn well please.
No, we don't.
No, not that long, but yeah, we be taking our time and shit. But we all on time. Ain't no CPT time right here, people. We don't do that shit. Because if I do that shit, people complain about it. And I don't feel like hearing about that. So, with that being said, thank you, AG. Once again, hopefully next week we'll have Moby back. Shout out to Moby. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, man. Sundays, 9 p.m. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. www.5minutewarning.com. Just in case you missed the episode, you can always get us where you get your podcast and on YouTube. We still there. That's what we do. And we will see you again next Sunday. Once again, thank you, AG, for being here. Thank you for on the board for listening and commenting. Hey, without you, there's no me. And without me, there ain't no show. No, it's just a probably funnier show. But man, I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening. Hey, let's do this again next week. So once again, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5-Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5-Minute Warning, AG_5-Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of